Hey fellow creators, Ben here from Cinder Studios. My juice is already half gone. I've actually already been in the studio for about 45 minutes. Hard at work on stuff. Starting to prep some more splatter pieces. But today is also photo day. So I had a second meeting at Studio 4 back on Monday about the upcoming Splatter World show. And it turns out we are actually 2 or 3 weeks behind for promotionals, or at least the early promotionals. So I got to get a pack of pictures from the current body of work that's done, sent over to the gallery guy, so we can start working on posters and promotional stuff. I sent him the sequential pictures from 2 weeks ago when I was doing the actual sequence of splatters, but I got to get these pictures to him as soon as possible. So that's first and foremost. So while I do have, I think, good high quality pictures of most of these works, I just want to get a whole other new set just to kind of unify everything. Now, normally, I'd be taking pictures in the sun. It's not sunny today. It will be sunny tomorrow. I've got tons of other stuff to do tomorrow. And that's also why I bought my nice DSLR, is so I don't actually have to worry about taking pictures in the sun anymore. I can just do it in a nice bright space and, you know, crank some stuff into Photoshop to give the final tweaks. Now, something that kind of bothered me a little bit is, so the guy at the gallery specifically wants his photographer to get all like his high quality stuff, and I'm like, and like, while I understand that, I'm also like, dude, I've been fucking doing this longer than you. Really? He's like, you don't think I can take pictures of my fucking work? He's like, no, I know. I'm like, seriously though, man. Like, the guy that runs this gallery, the collab with and everything, like, he only started painting like 8 years ago. And I'm like, dude, come on. I might not have a successful gallery, but that doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so I've got a couple of little ones. So I'm going to set these up on the tripod with this. Actually, you know what? I know I have good pictures, quality of pictures of those. Everything else, on the other hand, I need to do a little finessing with. Figured I'd show you kind of how I do this anyhow. Just because, well, let's be honest, I could use a little, I could kind of, anyway, I haven't, what I'm trying to say is I haven't done a video on how to photograph your art, and I should have at some point, but this is how we do it inside. So this corner, make sure it's light enough, but I'm also trying to minimize as many shadows as possible. That's probably pretty good for these ones. Turn that. I have the painting sitting up on this lip, because if it's down below it, I'm not going to get the edge of the piece. I'll do these individually, but I'm setting them up kind of together. And then it's just about focusing in, and I'll set up the auto timer on like a 2-second thing, because I know, at least for me, my hands shake enough that it would be enough to click off the camera a little. So, whatever. I should be fine. And then, perfect. I was way more worried about the shakes with my old camera, but again, when you get something nice that has a good lens and a good shutter and everything, that's when you know it's gonna work. This one I actually might have to break out my spotlight for, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this in this corner. Come to think of it, I've got more easels than this. Tabletop easel that I can set up back here. Cool. This one is going to a show in May, which is the show right before mine. So if this doesn't sell, it's going to make for an awesome promo for the June show. All right, I'm gonna plug away at these here. I don't need to keep you around for all of them. All right, I am wired, photographed, and now that it's 9:45, I can actually paint a little, but I'm probably not gonna do a ton. I'm debating on whether or not to take some of these pieces down to the gallery today. I can probably wait another week because it's really the photographs were the most important part. But yeah, so I've got this one that's been sitting in the corner for a while. This is one of the messier of the splatter ones. I've been hesitant to even do anything on this one. It started out pretty cool, but has just gotten progressively worse. So I'm just gonna see what I can do here. I did a watercolor base a couple of weeks back. I'm gonna grab some India ink and just kind of mess around a little bit. So I'm not really sure if this one will end up making its way into the show. It's really dark. I mean, I can probably do some work with colored pencils and pastels or something to this, and I probably will, but at this point, this one kind of got just way messier than it should have. I'm having fun, but it's one of those ones where it's like, I don't know if this one will be up to par with the rest of them. So I got about halfway through these trees. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I am going to go pastels on this and use that to brighten that up. Freaking microphone. Just hold it. So I'm going to do that. I want to let it dry, blacken the edges as well with some acrylic. I'm going to set this on the side and let it dry, and then I'll do something else with that later. In the meantime, got one more piece I want to mess with before I probably call it a session. Actually, this wasn't the one I was going to mess with, but I just noticed it in my corner, and this is like the setup for a cool little space piece. So I'm going to do this one. And then maybe the other one. Who knows?
2 hours later.
Okay, so I'm just going to have to run with this. Camera doesn't have any batteries left, but I got to keep it plugged in, so we're running around on the cord and the tripod. So, here's what I got done. So, a lot of stuff started. So this one I sketched out a composition for, started in watercolor, and there was decided like, you know what, let's do regular acrylics for this one eventually. Sorry I haven't been showing you guys what I've been working on for this vlog, but kind of been in the zone on a lot of stuff here. Alright, got this guy. Hello. Lights. Here we go. That one squared away, at least with the basic blue. I decided to come up with a title for that one. It's a low Earth orbit, maybe like a view from a space station or something like that. So that'll be a nice little one for the show. This one is going to be a long one. Actually, both of these long ones are going to be long ones, with a desert composition here. Found this composition in another old sketchbook. This guy. Nothing fancy or anything like that, but that's going to go on here in a slightly modified state. Similar yellows, oranges, something to match the splatter of the orange. Yeah, the plan for this now is pastels to create like leaves and stuff, and probably maybe colored pencils and pastels down here. And if that works, maybe I'll take it to the show, maybe not. I don't know. Again, this one's kind of back burners, but those other three are definitely sort of in the mix as the next ones in the wings. So it's not yet noon, but unfortunately I do have to stop. I've started so many friggin' projects today. I've not gotten a ton of other ones done, and my mind's all over the place right now, so for the time being I kind of just have to stop. Probably will pick up on some of this tomorrow for sure though. So that's it for the vlog for this week. Thanks guys for watching. Keep on creating, and I will see you guys next time.